There you go. But anyways, since I have the floor, Al, I sent you an email with 3 pictures.
Oh,
and,
okay.
And I have Bill Rorson on here, V3WVJ, who's on with us. He did a nice install on his pickup truck, and I'd like to just have him share his install with the rest of the group here.
Okay, let me just go to.
Did they give an impedance for this wire? That wire?
I'm sorry.
Did they
What's
give
the?
an impedance level 58 ohm for this unit we're looking at?
Yes.
Well, yes, yeah, it's 50 ohms. Mm-hmm.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah.
And it'll do 100 watts.
I like that.
Yeah, Diamond and Comet make them.
Okay.
The 2 companies, Diamond, Comet, just do a window through, feed through antenna connection for Diamond or Comet, and it'll come through for you. So
they're on
okay.
MFJ as well.
Thank you.
All right. What do we got? Okay, so you've got it attached. They're not separate JPEGs. So let me see if I can bring this through here, Frank. Where are we here? Go here, go here. Come on, bring it up. Where are we going? Okay. Now, what are we doing here? Okay, why isn't that working? Okay, now where is... I'm not sharing a screen with anybody, am I?
Yes, you
On
are.
stuff?
You've
Oh,
still
I
got a
am.
screen up there.
You are.
No, you have to
Oh,
DX
okay.
screen.
DX page.
The DX, okay, so I gotta go here. And where am I?
Here.
Here. Okay, so let me get out of here.
That's
All
good.
right, now, okay. All right, share screen, and let's see if we can do, okay, let's see if we can see this. Let me know if you can see this, people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, go ahead, Frank or Bill.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can, Bill.
Yeah, so I did my install in my truck there. I wanted to have it as hidden as possible, so I decided to modify my sunglasses holder, and I ended up routing all the wires in back, and I just made a really clean install. The radio itself is under the passenger seat, but yeah, I sent the pictures to Frank there last night after I finished, and I'm pretty happy with my result.
That's amazing.
Now, can you close that?
I can. Here, I
Oh,
got it on video here as well, if you'd like.
In fact, if you scroll to the last picture, that's with it closed.
Oh, okay. All right.
Here,
Oh,
I'm
that's
in the vehicle
amazing.
actually right now, so here.
Nobody knows it's there.
Yeah, I can close it, and I can open it.
Okay, well, let me hear. Just a sec. Let me give you top priority. Let me get out of here.
I got one of those thingies in my vehicle too. Hey.
Yeah, just double check. I don't know. The FTM 400 is like perfect size. I think there's 1/8 of an inch on either side. So
That's what
Okay,
I got.
go. Okay, everybody else mute and go ahead, Bill. You talk while you're adjusting it there, so you get a
Yeah,
big screen for everybody. Go ahead.
all right. So here, I got focus here now. So yes, here I'm just in the mobile, and yeah, it's all working. The cords aren't pinched. I just had to put a little tiny hole in the side just to fit the cable in. It wasn't a big hole because as you know, the cable for the head unit isn't that thick. It's only a 4-pin connector. So I just had to do a tiny little hole in the side and then just feed my wires in around the pillar and then down towards the seat. And I got it all under the seat hidden. And yeah, I'm really happy with the result though.
Where does the microphone go, or does it plug into the head unit?
No, the microphone is right here. I have an extension cable for my mic as well. So I just routed the mic cable around and towards the side here, and then I got my mic here. I'm gonna put a connector on the side here so I can hold the mic, but other than that, it's pretty hidden. And even if I stuff the mic down beside my seat, you won't be able to see it. So now I don't have to worry about anybody nipping my head unit on me.
Excellent.
Okay, so the microphone plugs into the body, which is under the seat.
Correct.
That's
Nice.
amazing.
Yeah. Well, that's where a lot of the new radios have got to go. They've got to go under your seat because there's no other place to put them, and you route the connecting head cable to the dash or that with it. So
That's
yeah.
a beautiful. That's a beautiful install. That's a beautiful
Oh, yeah.
radio. You know, but some of them, the head unit is smaller too. You know, so it would be easier to do something like that. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Like I had to buy a secondary unit here, like the door plate, because I didn't want to modify the original just in case I want to, you know, sell
I
a vehicle.
totaled
I had
my
to-
vehicle, and I took some parts out of the old vehicle that I had modified, and the replacement vehicle was the exact vehicle. So I've got a couple, you know, all the things that I've modified in my vehicle right now, I can replace them. And damn it, I should have got that overhead thing. That's been about
Well,
3
if you
years
want,
now.
well, I know in Sudbury here we have that U-Pull place, and they it was $5 for the door. It wasn't that
Yeah.
expensive, but
Yeah,
I had to cut the front. I had to cut the front here
Yeah.
because it was for holding the glasses. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it'd be like
Yes,
this.
yes,
So
yes.
I just cut the front off and then double-sided sticky tape and stuck it in there.
I'm best buddies with the guy that owns the local Chrysler dealer here, and I used to work there. So I'll get a good deal. Or maybe they've got a wrecked ones or something sitting there that I can take the parts
Yeah.
out of. They got a full body shop too. So here I'm giving them a shameless plug. I'm going to have to build in them.
Awesome
Well,
job, Bill. Awesome.
Yeah, good job, Bill. Thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you, Frank,
That's
for
amazing.
bringing it up, because that's what we want. Like I was saying, you know, show your shack, your car install. It gives people other ideas, other things like that. Frank did his portable station last week, and thank you, Bill, for sharing that information and that because I was working with John last week, as Rusty knows. John's looking to install his 5100 and looking at the various RAM mounts and all of that I had with it. You know, I mean, maybe we'll look at doing a Zoom topic on mobile installations and the different mounting procedures and that, and give people an idea. I did something, but it's a bit of a problem. I mean, I can take everything off in 2 seconds, but I got one of those 3M discs. Let me see. Let me just have a. Yeah. So you can order. Yeah, right here. So this is just an example. So as most of you know, your dashes are a material that these type of suction cups, okay, that the RAM suction cups do not
don't like.
mount to, because there's perforations and it's not a smooth surface. So what they suggest is you order one of these, what they call 3M. Where are we going here? Yeah, 3M. It's got that very strong adhesive. And basically what it does is you can stick this on your dash. Now this side here is a very clean plastic, and what it's got the same diameter as the suction cup. Suction cup fits securely over there. You screw the base, and now there's no way that that's coming off your dash. Okay. Now, to take it off, people are saying, oh, geez, I don't want glue marks on my dash or anything like that. The way 3M make these discs are, and boy, I'm going to have to pull the little tab here. The way 3M make these discs is what you do when they're on the dash. You take a piece of fishing line, and you take the fishing line on either side of that, and you slowly work it
your way through.
underneath it, and if you also they say, depending if it's in the winter time, you want to take it off or whatever, take a hair dryer, get an extension cord and a hair dryer, just heat it. Don't use one of those heating guns or you'll melt your your stuff on your dash, but just a very low heat on it. Use the fishing line to bring it a very thin fishing line, and it'll come up and you'll never notice that you had one of these on your dashes. And I have that on my dash. And then you have the RAM mounts, which have the ball. I'm sure you're all familiar with the ball and that. This is the suction cup that goes with it, with the ball. And you can get the extension arms. They can be 2 inches, 3 inches, 4, 5, 6, 8, 12 inches long, depending on how far out from the dash you want to come with it. And the other end, this can go to a bracket that does your head of your radio, or you can, there's different types of.
Hey, I got 3 of those to mount my fish finders on my boat.
There you go. Well, they're what they're called RAM mounts.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
yeah.
And if you have any glue on your dash or windows or anything like that, this stuff works amazing.
Glue Gone. Yeah. I've heard of that.
Well, I
And
got
then
those discs with the with my every time I bought one of them Garmin GPS.
Yeah, that's
it always
exactly
came
what
with
they are.
One of those things.
Yeah,
But you know,
exactly.
Speaking of mounting radios on dashboards, like the old dump trucks and stuff I used to drive, we always had our 2-ways mounted on the dash, but that's dump trucks. What nowadays, like if you go into a pawn shop, you don't see very many CB radios and stuff. I don't know, Al, being an ex-policeman, what are the stats on people stealing radios that people mounted to their dashes?
Well, see, mine's not a radio mounted like what Bill did. My guts of my radio are underneath my seat. I'm only using a 5100. This is what I'm using, right? This is the size of it. Now it's got 2 magnets. I can get a bracket. Magnets fit right there. And then this screws into the bracket mount here like this. And then when I stop, I take the suction cup off. This all goes into the glove compartment and that. And all that's on my dash is just this disc. And people don't recognize it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So you know what? We can do a morning session on that. And I mean, you can get different brackets. Here's one with the same size ball. And does anybody know what this one would be for?
GPS.
A tablet.
GPS, a tablet,
Phone.
iPad, iPhone, absolutely. Same location. And I'll tell you, this thing has got a huge spring in it and it works great.
You can use that for a drone. It just
What
put
does
motor.
that do? How does
If you can
that
see
work,
my
Al?
Al, if you can
Yes.
see my 5100 here, you can see that
Yep.
type of mount.
Yeah,
Right on it
there you
here.
go. Perfect. You got it there, Claude. Yep.
There it is here.
Got
Yeah.
a little around. I got on my phone here.
How does
So-
that springy thing work?
What do you mean? How does it work?
Well, you
So-
showed this drone-like thing with springs in it. How does
Yeah.
that hold anything?
So on each end, this is a rubber stopper. Okay, rubber there. So if you have, I don't have a tablet down here, but
Put your
let's
phone in
say,
it.
Those are friction fits.
let's say this is my tablet. Okay. What I do is I go like this.
It'll be big enough.
No, it's not big enough for that.
What about your phone? Your
Well,
cell phone?
I could. The only problem with the cell phone, they make one for the cell phone. This is for tablets,
Oh.
but I could try.
Might not be small enough or go small enough.
No, you see,
Yeah.
it's too big
It's
for
too
the.
big for it. Yeah.
Basically, it just grabs on each corner, like.
Here's one that may be a little smaller. This is for my 7-inch tablet. So what happens? Here, let me go from the front of it because it's flat. So most tablets are flat there, like that. So it clips on there, and look.
Yep.
I'm really reefing this pretty hard here, and it's not. So what happens is the ball goes into this bracket here like this, and this has the suction cup that mounts to the thing, and now I can adjust this on my dash, and look,
Well, I
I
get
can,
the ball part. I just don't understand how the springs work. Like, how did you
well,
insert that so the springs had friction
well,
on it?
look closely,
Ball
Doug.
joint. Oh, I
You
see
see
that.
this? Okay, okay. Let me do the talking. Okay.
Sorry.
So you see the 4 sections here? I've got it to my display of my thing. And what you do,
Where did you get
is,
that?
um,
Sorry, Al. Go ahead.
RAM mounts. This is a RAM mount thing, and it's got a very heavy duty spring in here that when I squeeze, this wants to stay in this position. So if I squeeze something and put them between the 2 sections, they're going to stay. And that's all it is. And then you can adjust this and put it at whatever position you want to have on your dash.
Yeah, I don't see it, but I think if I saw it being attached, I'd probably understand. That's okay.
Do you want me to go and get a tablet and show you how it works? Like, I mean, I was
Well, if you
using
got
my
something
weather
there,
station.
that's just fine. It's just, I don't see how the springs spring into anything holding it.
Well, take a look, Doug. You see how that goes? Like, I mean, that, I have to really squeeze to open this up. So when I put a device in there and let it go, it's staying in there. And because these are tapered, you know, each one of these are tapered, it's not going to slide out of there. So when it's sitting on your dash, you can have that tablet there and you can touch it with your fingers or whatever the case, and it's mounted with the suction cup to that disc on your dash, and away you go.
Maybe those, maybe they're mounting on the springiness is gripping from the side as opposed to just setting it into those things on the top and bottom. Like I'm just having a hard time seeing how the springs.
Well, this is the device that you get. As
That's
you can
okay.
see.
I think I
Yeah.
just got the orientation kind of screwy in my head.
Okay,
That's okay.
well, whatever. As you can see, it's got the RAM stamp on it there.
Did you get that, Al?
It works great with Dodges, right?
It works good with any car. Yeah, absolutely. RAM mounts. If you go to the website, RAM mounts. Now, I was down Dayton. RAM had a booth down there with all different. See, you can get extensions. RAM is fantastic, and somebody mentioned they're using it for GPSs. What RAM has done, they've taken over the markets in boating for, oh no, it was Dennis, right? Dennis, so yeah, you were
Okay.
mentioned DCB in regards
Yeah.
to mounting fish finders and
That's right.
Garmin GPSs and all that, you know, and this is what people are doing.
I'm showing some extensions here, Al, that I have,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's on
Exactly.
a ball, and it's just there's a little wee nut that you can release,
Yeah.
and you can replace the extensions to the length that you have.
Yeah.
And this connects to the RAM mount with
Yeah.
screws. This is another type of mount.
Yep.
And that's the kind of mount that I use for my 51.
Perfect. Perfect.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna-
they
You
I'm
make.
can
gonna
actually
say
place them on
7-3,
the dash
folks.
at any angle. You can have it looking down
Okay,
or up.
Bob, take care.
See you. 7-3.
73.
7-3, Bob.
So anyway,
I
yeah,
think for mobile mounting, my best bet would be to find a used console like they use, like the police or the ambulances used to put it in their Tahoes. That would just fit perfectly, you know, made to order for my Tahoe, and it would just be the best thing. Of course, buying one new would cost an arm and a leg. In fact, they don't even make them for the 2000 Tahoe anymore. It's not It's not something they stock because they're not a vehicle that's in service anymore.
No, you have to go to a custom installer that will do that.
Code
John
free or
Yeah,
Satina.
yeah. John RQ just bought a used. What's he got? I don't know if it's a Chevy Blazer or
The Tahoe.
Tahoe or something, and he did that. He took the console out of the between the seats, and he got a whole metal in plate stuff. So all the wires are behind, and all his radios are filed like that with it. But yeah, just go to Ram Mounts and do
you hear me?
something like that. Yes, go ahead.
It's Dennis. I'm in the boat. Here's
Okay.
Here's a fish finder there. There's a ram mount there. There's the other fish finder. There's another ram mount. I don't know if you can see it good there, right there. And then there's another ram mount behind my electronic control speed thing for the 9.9. It's right there. And I've got another ram mount for the trolling motor in the front. See? Right there. That's better. So the ram mounts are really good, and these fish finders. That's a big one here. That it holds it like you wouldn't believe, like no problem. So they're strong. Those ram mounts are really strong. You got
Can
mag.
you see where you're going, Dennis?
Say again. You got
I
mag.
said, can you see where you're going?
Yeah, they all
Yeah,
have.
the
have
fish
GPS.
finders have GPS.
They all have it.
I meant, can you see past them?
You can't
Oh.
put all that stuff in a
Yeah,
vehicle.
these seats are all
Yeah, don't drink that.
air driven.
That's disgusting. That was outside all night.
You can loosen them up and move them out of the way too.
Yeah, you can bring them down, bring them up,
Twist
whatever.
and move it and tighten it back up.
I think flying by wire is much better anyways.
That looks to me like that's distracted driving.
Oh yeah, and here's that 2-meter antenna I got from Florida. It's all the way down there. It's 8 feet long, and it works really, really good. It's the same as my VHF Marine.
That's awesome.
Antenna. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I'm driving down, you see 2 big 8-foot whips. That's you. Hold on.
Hey, take a look.
I wonder what kind of verticals the Marine units use in for their HF radios.
They use, I know on the police boats in Little Current, they use Sinclair vertical antennas, and they're drilled into a metal part of the boat. Okay, and they're stainless steel whip with the mounts on them, and they're cut for the VHF frequencies of the police frequencies. So.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I said HF. Like.
Oh, HF. I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
Yeah, there's a lot of marine traffic down on the HF frequencies.
Yep. Well, if I know the popular thing on sailboats is they use inverted V dipoles off the mast.
Yeah, use your backstay actually that isolate that, and then that becomes part of the antenna with a tuner on it.
Yep.